Well, we start tonight on the campaign trail of the presidential candidate visits to our area. Yesterday, we saw Hillary Clinton at River Valley Community College in Claremont, and a second candidate from the other party was here in the afternoon. Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky was also in town, and I was at the event. Yesterday, Claremont, New Hampshire was a hot spot for presidential candidate visits. With Hillary Clinton visiting in the morning, Republican candidate Kentucky Senator Rand Paul was at the Claremont Community Center at 6 o'clock last night. Paul revved up the crowd by brandishing his tool of choice, a chainsaw, for destroying the nation's tax code. He was introduced by Spec Bowers, the former chairman of the Sullivan County GOP. The town hall meeting began with two videos. One showing how Paul would creatively and violently destroy the tax code, as well as a more serious video narrated by his wife. Paul took the stage wielding his chainsaw and spoke to supporters for about an hour, followed by a question period. His speech touched on cutting taxes, previous presidents, and defending every article of the Bill of Rights. At one point, Senator Paul remarked on Donald Trump as a competitor.
How could anybody consider him for a candidate? It boggles my mind. He was for the bank bailouts before he was against them. He was for Obamacare before he was against it, and I'm still not sure where his position is. I asked him this the other night. He says, well, single payer's always been a great idea. Really?
During the question and answer period after his main speech, Senator Paul fielded a variety of questions ranging from foreign policy to climate change. One question in regards to New Hampshire's Executive Council voting to defund Planned Parenthood asked for Paul's thoughts on it.
But then if you ask me the question another way, should Congress attach rules and regulations as to how the money is spent? The power of the purse is how to spend the money. And I'll tell you, absolutely yes. And do I think the government should give a penny to Planned Parenthood? Absolutely no. No money to Planned Parenthood.
Afterwards, I caught up with Senator Paul himself and asked him how he plans to cut taxes yet still provide for necessary social services.
I think the main thing is we should only spend what comes in, and we have to cut out the waste. So one of the projects that I mentioned this afternoon was we spent $250,000 in Pakistan inviting Pakistani kids to come here to space camp. Well, it may sound fine, but we don't have the money to do that. We spent $800,000 in Afghanistan on a cricket league, a televised cricket league. They don't even have television over there. So we do a lot of crazy things we ought to cut out from government. I think if we did all of that and we only spent what comes in, we bring in $3 trillion. That's a lot of money. I think we could live on just $3 trillion.
As Senator Paul left the Claremont Community Center, a rainbow appeared in the evening sky. A coincidence or something else at work? You can determine that for yourself. As the race heats up, you've heard it before, but we'll tell you again, we are your source for candidate visits in our area with spotlights like the one you just saw. Now, were you at either of yesterday's town hall meetings for either candidate? Well, visit us on Facebook and let us know what you thought of either one.